That's a good metaphor for like a lot of things in life. We had the recipes, but none of the ingredients.
Comedian Donnell Rawlings was being interviewed with Dave Chappelle by Joe Rogan, and so they were talking about Donnell's ability to cook. He obviously is pretty good in the kitchen.
How did you learn to cook?
Just watching my mother cook, just watching cooking shows. But I do remember when I was younger, my mother was a part of Publishers Clearinghouse, and I think they had like one promotion where you get a Betty Crocker's recipe book. And I used to look at the recipe, I was like, man, we ain't got shit to make none of this with. We had the recipe, we didn't have the ingredients. So I just started reading those recipe cards. When I got older, I was like, I should start just fucking with this shit I couldn't cook.
I love this thing you said, the metaphor. We had the recipes, just not the ingredients. That's a good metaphor for like a lot of things in life. We had the recipes, but none of the ingredients.
Yeah. We didn't have it.
That's a bar. You should write that down.
Yeah. And he was talking about how his mother had all these recipes, and although she had all these recipes, they didn't have any of the ingredients for him to execute the recipes. Dave Chappelle hears this line and is just awestruck. He was like, wow, man, that's a dope line. That's a dope bar. I'm gonna have to use that. And I was thinking to myself, in essence, sometimes not having what you need becomes your superpower. Not having what you need becomes the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? When we start, substituting this, that, and the third, and we start creating our own concoctions and our own ingredients and so on and so forth, and then they become acknowledged, they become celebrated, for the creativity, for the innovation, for the genius, so on and so forth. It all stemmed from not having. So all I'm saying is this: if you're looking at your limitations and you look at your deficit, I want you to kind of reimagine your limitations and your deficit, because that just might be the key ingredients to now cook these amazing recipes. And I say that metaphorically, not just recipes and ingredients for food, but in terms of everything that you're doing in your life in terms of success and how it can impact you, how it can impact your family, how it can impact your community, as well as your industry. So I hope that all makes sense. Again, try to reimagine the limitations and the deficit that you possess. See if you can reimagine them, twist them, turn them, bend them, and hopefully you can find some incredible advantages in your disadvantages. My name is Marv Fox Jr. and I help highly courageous and ambitious people discover their purpose in 2 simple questions. Done.